Hey guys, it's Gameface here, and welcome back to episode 8 of my Ajax career mode. Now in today's episode, we're going to be getting on with 4 matches, the first of which is against Stanley. That's in the Europa League. That's the final group game that we have to play in there now. We're guaranteed top place, so we are going to be playing with a changed side here, heavily changed side by the way, completely changing the whole team. And then games after that, a huge rivalries today. We've got a game against Feyenoord, which is the Klassieker. Hopefully I've got that right. Pretty sure it's called the Klassieker in the Netherlands. And we've got a cup game here to play, also in the round of 16. And then we've got another really big rivalry. Not quite as big as Feyenoord, so I've been told. And this one is called the Topper, I think. Again, the pronunciation might not quite be right on that. But 2 huge rivalries to play in today's episode, so I'm really looking forward to that. Seeing how we can get on against 2 really difficult teams potentially as well. 2 teams that are also at the top with us. So before we get into today's episode, if we could try and hit 100 likes, I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the channel, or maybe haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button as well down below. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Also, let me know in the comments if you have your notifications on as well, because that would be really appreciated. If you haven't, then of course click on the little bell button, and you can. And yeah, let's crack on with today's episode. This is the side I'm going to go with. We're starting with Van Leer in goal. I think this might be his first game, in fact, for us. He certainly hasn't played many, and he is actually wanting to leave, so he'll get a game here just to make sure that he stays with us for the rest of the season. We've also got Zifuik as well, playing at right back. Westerman and Hugma, Vigiva there in defence as well. Eating is playing alongside Makocho in CDM, and then we've got Henriksen in front of that. So we've got Cerny, Kasana, I think, as well, also starts this game, and Mahi starts up front. Kasana is a player that wants to leave on loan, but I'm going to try and give him a little bit of game time, see what I can maybe convince him to stay as part of the squad. And this is the bench we've gone with. Again, a lot of changed players, not too many players that you'd find in a starting 11 for us. So he gives us many different options, lets us try out different players, but of course the reason why we're doing this is because the game literally means nothing. Of course, some people might say we should sim it, but I would like to have a go with playing with some of these players who I don't usually play with that often. So it'll give me a better idea who maybe should be involved in the first team and who shouldn't be. Okay, then here we go for the first game of today's episode against Stanley. Let's see how it gets on to finish off the group stage of the Europa League. Like I said before, this game literally means nothing, but I'm curious to see about the individual performances from some of these players. Players like Kasana, who is playing as the left winger today. I'm interested to see how he does. If he performs well, then of course we'll start using him more and he won't go out on loan. Stanley looking quite good. Great chance for them here early on, and they've made it 1-0. I said they looked quite good. They were passing it around quite nicely. A few pretty quick players as well, and they've taken the lead here just 7 minutes into the match, and scoring past the goalkeeper. Not a great start to the game for us. It's Jovino there who gets the goal. And yeah, that's not the way we wanted to begin this match, but yeah, it has certainly set us back, which is obviously isn't great with a changed team. Mahi, good luck to Kasana there to get in behind. He's still going, have to go alone. Oh, skies it over the bar. Not the greatest strike from him. I'm not too sure what foot he is. I don't think he's left-footed though, to be honest. And on that shot, I would expect probably him not to be. Didn't quite manage to keep it down. Could have maybe gone across the box. The option wasn't particularly clear, but not a bad bit of play there. Cerny. Now going to play it here. Makocho. Henriksen's in and around the box. Still going. Henriksen to turn and shoot. Tell you what, his movement was good there. He managed to control the ball pretty well for a youngster that's like 50 overall. Of course, the strike wasn't there. That wasn't expecting it to fly in the top corner. Not too bad from the youngster. Of course, the finishing needs to be worked on though. And it's half-time. Still losing this match 1-0. Bit disappointing to be losing the game. I think based on our play that they've had going forward, I think it's probably deserved for them to get the goal. I think we've been a little bit unlucky not to be able to sort of respond a little bit better than we have. We haven't had loads of clear-cut chances. That's been the main issue. So got to try and improve. But of course, our team is pretty weak in this game, so I'm not expecting a sensational response in the second half. All my days. It's going to be 2-0. That's not the response, that's the opposite of the response I was expecting. They hit the bar initially, and the rebound's put into the back of the nets. Losing the game 2-0, not a good way to start the second half, as well as the first half. Now we're 2-0 down, and we might have to look to the bench. Although saying that, does this game really matter? No. I mean, we'll still be top even if we lose her. Ball through here to Kasana, still going. He's going to shoot on his left foot. Not the greatest strike again on his weaker foot. Mahi going to switch it out here. Cerny's there. He's going to have to play it back into the middle. Cerny goes for it. Mahi's in there and saved by the keeper. Not the most confident of saves by the keeper, but he did manage to get to it nevertheless and prevented the goal. Henriksen will try and take it in his stride. Hasn't done particularly well. Chance again here for Stanley. It's going to be a goal. I can just see it. Not my days. That is dreadful. brought the keeper out and everything. It was a perfect opportunity for a lob. It was a terrible decision by me. Okay, so about 25 minutes left of this game. Huntelaar, De Jong, and also Caceres, I think, is how you pronounce his name, are going to all come on. De Jong's going to play as the central attacking mid. It's probably not appropriate really for him, but we're going to play him there anyway. We'll take off Henriksen, Cerny, and Mahi. Give those guys a rest. Mahi in particular could well feature in the next couple of games, so he needs to be rested. And we'll see how that goes for the final 25 minutes. From this sort of position, you don't expect to get a win. I still think if we can claw back a goal pretty quickly, then certainly the draw's still on, but we are running on limited time at the moment with just less than 25 minutes to go. Oh my days, what are you doing? I want to say it was good defending because now it started a counter-attack. Here we go. Can we get ourselves a goal back here with a few minutes to go? Maybe across to Huntelaar. It's got to be a goal. It must be. It is a goal, right? There's 3 minutes left. Can we get a draw here? Of course, the scoreline and the result doesn't matter, but it'd be nice to try and get ourselves a point to finish off the Europa League and not end on a loss. That's it, the game's finished 2-1, not very much extra time at all there for us to be able to get a second goal, but it's obviously a loss and it was an okay performance. There was a lot to improve on, of course, and it's with a heavily changed team. It's a result that doesn't matter ultimately, so I'm not too fussed either way. Of course, we wanted to end on some sort of points and not a loss ideally. But we will take that result, and we'll see what we get in the next round now of the Europa League. Exciting to see who we're going to get. We could get a really, really big name, or we could get someone that we're expected to beat. We'll wait and find out. £4.5 million as well for getting into the next round. That's great news, of course, for us. And now we can get on to some of the big games we have come up in today's episode, some meaningful matches. The first of which is the Klassieker, of course, against Feyenoord, who are in a very interesting position currently in the league, competing with us along with PSV as the top 3 teams. Feyenoord just 1 point behind us. If they win this game, then they overtake us. It's as simple as that, and that means that obviously there's a little bit of pressure on us to make sure that we don't lose this match. We've got Klassieker here saying he wants to play this game. Van der Leer saying in between episodes that he wants to leave. He's a transfer request, basically. Hopefully, though, we can convince him to stay. Okay, so this is the team I'm going to go with for the game against Feyenoord. Obviously, it's going to be our strongest team pretty much here. Anastasi in goal, Veltman, Sanchez, Delit, and Singraven in defence. Klassen, Ziyech, and Yuri in midfield. We've got Neres, Younes, and also Dolberg starting as the front 3 as well. So that means that Kluivert does get dropped for this game. That's just because Neres is slightly better overall and is also on pretty good form at the moment. So we've just done that. Again, Kluivert will come in the next couple of games, no doubt. And that's the rest of the bench I've gone with. Pretty strong bench for us. Let's see how we get on. Hopefully get ourselves the 3 points. A draw in this situation wouldn't be too bad. But of course, PSV aren't that far behind. So we are aiming for a win, of course. And let's find out how we get on in this huge rivalry we've got. Okay then, here we go for this huge match against Feyenoord. Can we get ourselves a good result here? Let's see how we get on. It's obviously our strongest team that we can possibly put out, basically, and we'll wait and see how we get on with this side. I'm expecting good things from the team. I'm expecting a positive performance, a much better one than the last game, because also the change of team. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see what's going to happen. That was a very strange decision between the keeper and the defender there. Yuri, good luck to Dolberg. Oh, it takes it down well. Dolberg shoots, and he's done really well there, Dolberg. Younes followed up, and it was a brilliant challenge from the final defender. Fantastic bit of play there between Yuri and Dolberg. Can't believe the way that Dolberg managed to take that down on his chest. Nearly found the back of the net, but it was saved. Oh, well played, Klassen. Good luck to Dolberg. The pass wasn't quite right, but Klassen still has it and scores. No, it's a foul. That's gutting, really. I didn't think it was that bad. I'm assuming it's a foul anyway. Yeah, it will be given as a foul. I mean, I know I shrugged him off the ball, but still, I didn't think it was terrible. Bit of strength, maybe. It's a rivalry at the end of the day. It's a big derby. Dolberg still sat on the touchline. We're still down to 10 men. And Younes will still attack it. Oh, what a challenge that was from the defender. I was hoping we'd win a free kick there. And it looks like we'll have to make a change just before half-time, if not at half-time, because it doesn't seem like Dolberg's going to come back onto the pitch here. Veltman gives away a foul. I don't know whether that was a foul. Younes waiting for a runner. Younes might find it here. It's going to be Neres on his right foot, but he scores past the keeper. There's enough power behind it on his weaker foot, and the goalkeeper couldn't handle it. It goes into the back of the net. Of course, not the cleanest of finishes on his weaker side, but still enough to beat the keeper. Not great goalkeeping, to say the least, and we have scored just a few minutes before half-time, puts us 1-0 up, and Dolberg is still not looking in great shape. I think we'll make that change now. Yeah, I don't want to risk it any longer. Huntelaar's going to come on. It's a shame to do that just before half-time. It means that obviously our attack will be weakened. Dolberg is no doubt our best striker, so that's a little bit frustrating. Hopefully it's not too bad. That's it for the first time. Still win the game 1-0 against Feyenoord. Of course, this result would be fantastic if it was to finish like that, but I'm hoping to answer the score. I need to try and get a second goal. Give us a bit of breathing space between us and Feyenoord. I'll see how the second half gets on. Obviously, Huntelaar up front now will change the way that we have to play, maybe a bit more to feet and let players get in behind him, as opposed to trying to get in behind the defence with the striker. Oh, Elliot through here for Feyenoord, goes across the box, and it's 1-1, have equalised. Oh my days, we've been opened up really, really easily there. Such a high line in a very strange position. I don't know why we're playing so high. They get past our defence really easily, and we just can't seem to recover here. Sanchez gets shrugged off the ball by Elliot. He's a really weak player. Sanchez is quite a strong player. It makes no sense whatsoever. Plays it across the box. Obviously, there's no stopping that, and they equalise. Really frustrating what they conceded there, and it's so early on into the second half as well. Oh, well played. Neres beats his man, dodges the challenge. Neres now has to go a bit more direct, coming inside, waiting for an option. He's going to shoot Neres. Oh, finesse it better than that. That's a really poor finesse. Saved easily by the keeper. Not enough on that at all. I was expecting a really good finish from him as well. Ajax is going to play to Younes. Can we find the finesse here? Oh, off the bar. It didn't quite find the corner that I was after, but it hits the crossbar and it challenges the keeper, and it gives them a slight bit of a scare, and that's much better for us now. Klassieker through to Younes. Oh, gets brought down and gets the ball, sadly. Thought I'd appeal for a penalty anyway, but I think it was a little bit optimistic. Younes just stops as he goes in for the challenge. It's a good one in the end. Huntelaar through to Younes. Younes still going here, cuts inside on his right foot. It's a really good run from him. There's 5 minutes left. We're going to make the final couple of changes. Completely forgot to make them earlier, and we've had quite a lot of tired players on the pitch now. Okay, so final 2 changes. Kluivert and Schöne coming on. We'll take off Nuri and also Younes as well, both of which very tired. Neres goes on the left-hand side, Kluivert on the right-hand side now. Going to try and go for a couple of crosses with 5 minutes to go. Of course, not very long, but we're still going to try and see whether that does make an impact or not. Neres here to try and deliver, and Huntelaar just about gets there. That's it, drawn the game 1-1 here against Feyenoord. The Klassieker ends like that, and sadly not able to get ourselves a win here. I'm still pretty happy though with the results. We obviously played better. You can see the amount of shots we've dominated a little bit more than maybe the game suggested at times, but I think we have done pretty well, and obviously a draw isn't too bad against a team that's just 1 point below us, so I'll happily take it. PSV also, I think, have actually already played the game in hand, so that means that they were still just going to be third after this match. It doesn't give them an opportunity to gain points on us, basically. We will quickly do some play development before the next game. Not so sure whether we play the next match or whether we'll sim it. We'll go with the exact same 5 draws again this week, try and get a little bit more progress if we can. Hopefully see a bit of change. Yeah, we've got De Ligt going up again to 76 overall now. He's obviously getting a lot of game time. We're training up every week as well, and we're being rewarded with really good growth on it as well, which is good to see. Let's take a look at a couple of emails before we get on to this next match. And I've got a player injured. How long's it for? 2 months for Dolberg. Broken toe. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, it didn't quite look as bad as that on the pitch, and if it did, he should have just been automatically taken off. That's frustrating. 2 months without him now. Our best striker. Might have to do some business, I think, in January to try and cope with that. Might have to bring another striker. We've got, obviously, Mahi. We've also got Huntelaar as well. Those guys aren't quite as good as Dolberg, though. Okay, so on to the next match in the Cup. This is against a team, I think, pronounced Heracles, I think. I'm not so sure on the pronunciation of this team. I am going to sim the match. A little bit different, of course. It's an away game as well, which makes things a little bit trickier for us. We're going to sim the game. This is the team we're going to go with. It's obviously, again, a change side. I've got PSV in about 4 days' time or something, so we have to make quite a few changes. Still quite a strong team, though. Stronger than the one we played at the start of today's episode. But let's wait and see whether that's going to be enough as an away match with a change side. Let's see what happens. It's a cup game, of course. Cup's not really our priority. I've gone 1-0 here, that's good news, 18 minutes in. But of course it will be nice to win the domestic cup. We are aiming for Europa League and the league in this season, basically. This would be an added bonus, of course, into the second half. We're still winning the game 1-0. Hopefully going to get past this team and into the next round so we can focus on it a little bit better once we have fewer fixtures. 15 minutes left. Can we cling on to it? 5 minutes to go, still win the game 1-0, and that's got to be it. It is. We've won the match 1-0. It's not the best win ever, but you have to win these sort of games with changed sides, and we have. So really happy with that. Past the round of 16 now into the next round, and very, very happy with that. So we're going to end today's episode on a game against PSV. Obviously, again, another one of those sort of games where if they win, they overtake us. I'm also pretty sure this one's called De Topper, I think is what it's called. I'm pretty sure both of these sides, again, feel free to correct me in the comments section. I'm pretty sure both of these sides are from Amsterdam, and that's where the rivalry comes from. And I think from my research as well, it has got a little bit more heated over the last few decades, apparently. Again, that's just what my research says. Let me know what you think of that in the comments section below. I'm not 100% myself, but I'm pretty sure the rivalry is getting a little bit bigger between Ajax and PSV. We've got a risk of losing one player, Sodero here. Good. We want to get rid of him. He is one of the players that's left in real life, so of course we will look to get rid of him in January, or if not at the end of the season. We won't renew his contract either. Okay, so on to the final game of today's episode. This is the side I've gone with. We've gone with an Bainana in goal, Veltman, Sanchez, Lit and Singraven again in defence. And we've got Klassen, Ziyech and Yuri in midfield. We've got Younes, Neres and also Mahi starting up front. Mahi has to play a really good game for us today. He's got a lot to do, obviously to try and replace Dolberg over the next 2 months. He's going to be our starter, I think, now. Huntelaar's good, but he's better off the bench, I think. So we're going to go with Mahi, who I think is obviously much better. A little bit faster than Huntelaar, and I think he's just got a little bit of something special to try and get you a goal. So we'll go with that. So this is the match we've gone with. Again, plenty of different options for us. Huntelaar could be an option as well, although he is slightly tired. I expect him to probably come on around the 60th minute or so. Let's see how we get on. Hopefully get ourselves 3 points to end today's episode, and see how he gets on in another rivalry match. Okay, then here we go for the final game of today's episode against PSV. It's an away match. It's in the league, and PSV are 2 points behind us currently, so if they win, they go in front of us. That means that this game's very important. Of course, if we draw this match as well, and the team below us win Feyenoord, then that obviously means that they will overtake us as well. So basically, we have to win this match. Klassen looks to switch it out here. Younes in a really good position. Younes to try and shoot. Oh, wanted to go across goal, but Nuri scores. Little bit of help there, I think, from the defender. Not so sure whether Nuri's initial shot was going on target or not, but it does get deflected into the back of net, and that means we have taken the lead 1-0 up here. Younes's initial strike wasn't quite what I was after, but a really good little follow-up there from Nuri, who just manages to, I think it was going on target, but it deflects into the corner, meaning the goalkeeper had no chance. And we're winning the game 1-0, 24 minutes into the match, and yeah, good way to begin the first half. Oh, ball through here to Younes. Another great chance. Younes to shoot. Oh, hits the post this time. Not quite getting the look with Younes. He's getting some really good positions. Just doesn't quite have the accuracy to finish them off. I mean, the strikes themselves are absolutely fantastic. Really well hit. Just the positioning hasn't quite been on point just yet. So close to being perfect, though. Chance here for Mahi. Oh, hits it really well. Short corner into Nuri. Going to try and deliver into the front post, actually. Oh, we've got a glancing header, and we've scored. I wasn't even controlling him, but it's 2-0. Not so sure who's got the header. Is it Klassen, maybe? Difficult to tell, but whoever has done it has flicked it past the keeper really nicely, and 10 minutes after the first goal we've managed to double our lead, and it's now 2-0 against PSV. Exactly what we needed to do in the last game was get that second goal much quicker, and we have managed to do that through Klassen at the front post. Just nods it past the keeper, can't stop it, 2-0. It's half time, winning the game 2-0, obviously fantastic to be winning this match so comfortably as well. The opposition have only had 1 shot in that first half. Kind of tells you the story, to be honest, of the whole match. We have been dominating, been the better team, deserved to be in the lead, and we've got ourselves a 2-goal advantage. Going to try and add to it in the second half as well if we can, although I expect maybe a little bit of a tougher second half after we have dominated so well in the first half. You'd expect them to respond a bit. Oh, yes, they have responded, and they've hit the bar. That was so close. What a chance for PSV to try and get a goal back, and another shot. I think they've quadrupled the amount of shots they had in the first half, in the opening 5 minutes of the second half. Okay, all 3 changes. Now about 20 minutes left of this game. Henriksen's going to play up front. Don't ask me why. Van der Beek's going to play in midfield alongside Shona. And we'll take off Klassen, Younes and Yuri. Yuri, again, very tired. We need to work on his stamina, I think. 64 stamina. I keep on taking him off, and I don't really want to if I can help it. But he's getting very tired. Needs to be rested for the next match. Henriksen's playing up there just because I don't think there's much point wasting Huntelaar's energy. So we'll do that for the final 20 minutes and also give Henriksen some more game time, because when he makes 10 appearances, that means that we're halfway to achieving one of the objectives, which was to get 2 youth players to 10 appearances. Hopefully we can do that in the next couple of weeks, and this will be an opportunity to try and add another appearance to the list. Van der Beek wins it back here. Mahi's going to look across. Mahi to Neres, although it wasn't supposed to be for him. Does he have to finish in? Neres! Oh, he does. He finds the top corner. It's 3-0. 15 minutes left of this match. Neres scores again. And we have now started to really tear them apart a little bit. They've started to move at the pitch much more. Of course, that leaves gaps for us to try and exploit. We've done that brilliantly here. Lovely little chip into the middle. Wasn't supposed to be for Neres, but he's found it anyway. Smashes it home. No stopping that. 3-0. Chance. Oh, what a save by Nana with the left hand. Beats it away. About 10 minutes left of this game. That's a close chance there for PSV. Oh, another good save. Good strike, though, by the PSV player. Another corner to defend. Let's try and keep all this clean sheet. Less than 10 minutes left now to try and do that. Ball goes into the front post, cleared brilliantly. That's it, a 3-0 win for us. Kept a clean sheet as well. Really comfortable victory against PSV. Obviously very happy to get the 3 points against the team that are really close to us at the top. So that allows us to extend our lead now 5 points in front of them. A crucial win against them here. Now let's wait and see how Feyenoord got on in their match. Hopefully they're playing the next couple of days. We'll see whether they've managed to extend our lead on them, or whether they've managed to win a game as well. They have done. That means they're still 1 point behind us, but like I say, 5 points in front of PSV. Creates some sort of gap now between the top 2 teams, which is nice. We're starting to pull away a little bit. Got to try and get away from Feyenoord now as well. Play development before we end today's episode, though. Let's go with the exact same players again. Hopefully have a bit more progress. in terms of the attributes, if not the overall. Let's see how he gets on. A few attributes going up, not as many as usual, but of course this is probably just one of those sort of weeks where the progress isn't too good. Next week, hopefully we should see a couple of players go up in overall. Next episode, we will be going into the January transfer window, so don't forget to leave your transfer suggestions in the comment section below. What do you think I should do about the striker situation? Dolberg's out for 2 months, or maybe a little bit less than that now. So I don't know whether to bring someone else in. It's really difficult to know. I think we have to bring in an extra striker just to make sure that we have enough players. We don't have a huge budget either, so obviously we are a little bit restricted in that sense. A couple of players will be leaving as well. Klassen, the money for him, hopefully we're going to sell him, by the way. The money for him will obviously go towards another centre mid, maybe even another striker as well. So Klassen could be on the way out. We need a really good replacement for him. So if you have any suggestions that are relatively realistic, then obviously let me know in the comments section below. And that'll be everything for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. If we could try and 100 likes, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the channel or just haven't subscribed yet, then please go ahead, hit that subscribe button as well down below. That'll be absolutely fantastic. Thank you all so much for supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the bell button to stay up to date for when the next video comes out. Follow me on Twitter as well to do that at GameFaceHD, and on Instagram at GameFaceHD as well. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.